I just went to our mailbox. My husband had just worked on our easement, and I thought I'd share some quick things. I have a photo brag book. There's 4x6 little books that you can put photos in and share. Before we all have phones that we share our photos on. But I have that. I have one that I set up for Thanksgiving. Recipes and timeline. The back of the photo book starts with the Monday before, and then the Tuesday and the Wednesday, and it just kind of helps me remember. And even I need to add it to it. This is the Sunday before. And the bottom of each of those index cards, because it's a 4x6 photo book, so you can use the 4x6 index cards in them. So it's you don't have to worry about trimming down pages or cutting a regular sheet down or any of that. You just use the index cards. And it has all my recipes, which instead of pulling out the barbecue book that has the brine recipe that I always brine the turkey in, the brine recipe is in that brag book, photo brag book. And it has saved me so much trouble over the years of having those things all in one place. Like I did a Vivian Howard's sweet potato mostarda. I may be pronouncing that incorrectly, but it's a pickled sweet potato recipe. And it's just a nice change. I don't do the sweet potato casseroles with all the additional sugar and marshmallows, or I like it better with caramel, but trying to watch that, I do a Alton Brown's Chipotle sweet potato recipe, which is just really nice. It's a lot of butter. I add extra butter, and the Chipotle has that mole sauce in it too, the chocolate. So it's just a really good change, and it's got a little kick. And I do, because I bought a bushel box of sweet potatoes. They're huge, and I just did a produce co-op today, and they had some small, normal size sweet potatoes in it. But I think I'm still going to roast some. And seriously, these sweet potatoes, a quarter of them is a normal serving size, and probably you want less on Thanksgiving because you need to make room for everything else. But if anybody wants just the roasted sweet potato, and you add your own toppings, I'll have some bacon bits. Don't need sour cream for it. Cinnamon, and if anyone wants brown sugar, but it's not needed. So most of us are trying to stay healthier. And on top of everything else, Saturday, our dishwasher died. It's over 10 years old. We had a Maytag dishwasher for like 16 years. And I loved it. It was really good. I did have to routinely take the water spinny arm thingies out and clean the food, because food would get caught up in it. So been doing research, and well, we had it for like I said, 16 years roughly. About 6 months before it died, we had a repairman come and repair manufacturer recall, something or another. They contacted us, because we sent the warranty card in, and they came in, and it had something to do with the rinse agent, where you put the rinse agent stuff, not the detergent. But our water is soft. I never did it. I think I did it initially, and I just saw no difference. I was like, why do something else to our septic tank and spend that money when it wasn't needed? But that was fixed. Less than 6 months, it died. And I blame whatever their fix was. But we bought another Maytag dishwasher. And the first one we got was a quiet. And back then dishwashers were all very loud, very loud. It bought so loud I really couldn't use them. The first dishwasher I owned was in the house we bought after I got married, and I don't know how old it was, but it never, if I have to wash the dishes before putting them into the dishwasher, I'll just wash the dishes. And I used it as a drain. So for like 6 years, I would like run it once a month just to get the cruddy water out of the bottom. And we were going to sell that house, and we had to replace the dishwasher because it didn't work. So I just wanted to just put a cheap one in because we're moving. But no, my husband said, no, I've heard you complain about this for years now. We're going to get a nice dishwasher. So we bought a Maytag quiet, I forgot what. Loved it, loved it, loved it. And when it died, we bought another Maytag. Well, and it didn't take the dishes, you know, the racks and stuff, that they're all crap, I swear. Anyway, so I've been doing, and it worked great. I was never able to take the arms out, but I didn't see any food. It did an excellent job. You know, you can take a spoon with peanut butter on it and not lick it clean and just put it in the dishwasher, and it would take care of that. It did an amazing job, but for, gosh, we've been here since 2015, so 9 years at least. I never ran the heated dry mode. I always turned that off. So whatever mode that automatically selected that, I would deselect it before starting it. And then I would come by and open it up and let it air out, because I just thought that was another expense that we can kind of go low on. And then this plasticware didn't dry as fast. So the plasticware would get into the drain, the dish drain that I had for hand washing, and that was fine. That worked great. The deer have been bedding down over here long before they, like 3 years ago, they had this all clear cut, and they still come and nest. And if we come through here at the wrong time, that spooks them and they'll run. We'll see them, you know, in our car. We'll be in our car and they'll run across. But the same family of deer have been doing that for as long as we've been here. And so this one's had problems. My husband's fixed it. The door hand, the actual front, where the screws attach the front face, had come out, and we done some stuff to get that reinforced. Baking soda and super glue is amazing, by the way. Look up those videos on YouTube, and you can find out how to fix those broken places and plastic parts. So anyway, it died Saturday, and my husband took it apart. It's $130 for the new motherboard, or whatever you call it, in it, new. He was able to find it, I think, for $30 on eBay. And I said, I don't like this dishwasher. I've never liked it. And part of that was because it never was as good as that first one. Doing all the research, and Bosch came to the top as like the best made dishwasher on the market right now in the US. But doing research on that, the older models are better, and the newer models we have to wait and see. So we went and looked. They look great. I do not need Wi-Fi on my dishwasher. I do not need to put another app on my phone and connect it to my dishwasher and have my dishwasher tell me what cycle it's on, or to start it remotely. Okay, I've never needed that. I've never left the house and go, oh, I forgot to start the dishwasher. That has never, I've left the house and wondered, did I turn the stove off? I don't remember turning the stove off. I had something on the stove we need to turn back. The dishwasher has never been an issue. Oh, I forgot to do it? Not a problem. I'll turn it on when I get home. But it's got Wi-Fi, and we're talking $800 and up. I think most of them were in the 4 figures. And there's going to be a sale Black Friday, you know, the day after Thanksgiving. But I'm looking at these and I'm going, these are nice. But I don't want that feature, and I don't want to pay for that feature, and I don't care if I get a really good deal on this. Even if, you know, $700 is a really good deal on a Bosch 800 series. So just doing all the research and learning, so okay, I didn't care about the third tray where they got that little tray at the top that you can put utensils into. I didn't, as long as it's got the basket for the utensils, that's fine. But it's nice to have this, because I do once in a while wanted, you know, I've used a dishwasher like that before, and it was okay. It's not a deal breaker one way or the other for me. I need it to be quiet, and I need it to actually do what it's supposed to do, wash dishes. I don't mind scraping. I do like the dishwashers that have the food basket that catches any chunks that wasn't scraped off, and it doesn't go into the water cycle and get into the nozzles and stuff. So my husband's he's working on our actual driveway now. But I just, you know, just doing this research and going, this is ridiculous. And why am I going to pay $1,000 or more for a dishwasher with options on it I don't want, don't ever see me using? And even if I upgrade my phone, I don't want it on there. I have very minimal stuff on my phone. So it's been a while since I've done this, and it's not that late in the day, but it's been very overcast. And so I found a Chinese brand, Midea, M-I-D-E-A. And come to find out, they manufacture most of the parts that's in all the other dishwashers, and now they're making their own, and it's under $400 at Lowe's. And I'm looking at that going, oh, wait a minute. The food basket, the quiet, and metal interior. Don't get the plastic ones. And the metal ones tend to be quieter anyway, so that's something, if you're looking for quieter, you have to look for the metal interior ones. I'm not talking about the racks, but the insides is metal. I don't care if it's a white exterior, which ours is right now. Our refrigerator and freezers are white. Our stove is stainless steel. I don't care if my major appliances match. I don't care if they're the same brands. I don't care if they're all stainless or all white or avocado or whatever. But the price, I was like, you know, I was looking at $800 minimum doing this, even with the sales that's going to happen Friday. So I've been doing the research. I posted it on Facebook that our dishwasher died, and I was looking for recommendations and, you know, things to avoid. And I got a lot of feedback. Bosch was definitely in the top of that too. And it's sad when brands, Maytag is no longer Maytag. I think Whirlpool, I could be mistaken, but I think Whirlpool bought Maytag, and they still try to, their quality of Maytag is better than their own Whirlpool, which is, I don't understand that. So, the business model is what I don't understand. You know, you make a quality product and you put it out there. Definitely, it was like, do not get a Samsung. Do not get a Samsung. So I was like, okay, just avoid those. Don't get, there's a few other major brands, but I was just looking, and the prices, I'm just going, this is ridiculous. And then I started doing the research on the Midea, M-I-D-E-A, dishwashers. And I'm thinking the same as when we bought our Kia Soul in 2013. Kias had not been around that long by then, and I was actually looking at their hybrid, and I didn't even test drive it, because just looking at it, there was no trunk. The batteries were in the trunk. There was no trunk space. And I needed something that I could haul stuff in. And while we were there, I was like, you know, the Kia Souls are kind of cute. I'll check it out. Loved it. It was so easy to get in and out of. Did the research. We bought a base model. And the only thing was I wanted cruise control and the other basics, and that was basically it. I mean, I didn't really care for a lot of add-ons. I'm not that way. I don't care about the wheels. I don't care if they're mags. That's just, as long as the tires are safe, I don't care. And that's another thing. We need to buy tires this month. We're all 4 tires. It's been over 4 years, and we have definitely driven this car. So we have that expense, and we got Christmas coming up, and I injured myself. That's another long story. So I'm better now. I'm much better now, but it's still not normal. And here I am getting ready for Thanksgiving. We have people coming over. The house is still a wreck. I'm hand washing everything. That's not a big deal. That doesn't bother. There's almost a zen feeling when I hand wash stuff, so I don't mind hand washing. And oh, another thing about dishwashers, a lot of the new dishwashers will have a china setting so that you can wash china in there. Well, my neither one of my Maytags had that option. But when you turn the heated dry off, it's safe. It's the heated dry that destroys china. It will literally melt some of the painted on metals, the silver or gold trim that's painted on. It can destroy that. It will destroy the decals or paintings that's on there. It's the heated dry. So avoiding that, I mean, I've been putting really nice china through the dishwasher and not had a problem. None of them has been destroyed or damaged in any way, or faded even. So I'm just recommending doing research, asking friends, and the my cookbook. I'll make a more detailed video, but it's like I meant to do that earlier this week, but with the dishwasher and we just, I'm really off schedule. I even ran out of cornmeal last night, so we had to leave the house and get cornmeal 8 o'clock at night so I can fit. And that's a rarity, but I was just like, I gotta have that made so I can start on the dressing and have it dried some. I do not buy the stuffing mix stovetop. I looked at the ingredients and it's much better now, but it still has some stuff in there that's not going to be in my cornbread. So but having that list, you know, what to do these days and what to do these following days has really made a difference. And then this morning I went out and got produce. The produce co-op I'm a part of, I finally was able to go today and pick up this week's. And there's a collards. That wasn't on my Thanksgiving menu, but it is now that I'm cooking up a big old pot of collards. I am enjoying myself, actually. But I thought I'd share my little walk back from the mailbox. Oh, financial. So our son joined Costco, and he got their credit card, so he's getting 4%. So the credit card gives him 2%, and he got some really good deal on something. But you know, we always get we have the membership that we get 2% of anything we buy at Costco. Well, they have the card, and with the card you get an additional get 2% back on the card. So we thought, oh, we'll do that before we buy the tires. So we were waiting on getting that back before buying the tires, because then we can get even more back on 2% more, as long as we pay every month, you know. And we do. We're good about that. We hadn't had a credit card in decades. I think we've use a debit card, like, you know, at the gas stations and such, but getting the credit card so that we can buy the tires with the additional, you know, so we'll be getting 4% back. So knowing that, and then it's like, oh, we got to buy a dishwasher. So initially we looked at getting the Bosch at Costco, and they don't have much on the floor for you to look and see, and they recommend you go to other places, you know, that have the same model. But and I'm very tactile, so I need to touch it, I need to feel it, I need to pull the racks out and the trays, and just do all the stuff that's normally going to be done. And if I don't like something, it's going to be a problem if it just feels wrong to me. So they only had, so online they had the Bosch, and it was a Series 800, and I think with the membership, I think it's like $800 something, and that includes delivery, installation, and them hauling off the old dishwasher. And I was like, well, we need to go and try that, you know, find that locally, and for me to, you know, see it, because I'm not comfortable buying something like that, because we can get it, and you know, just the difference between the two Maytags I've had, that they could be an issue. But now with the card, we can use that card anywhere, and it, you know, we get the 2% back. So we can go to Lowe's and buy this $400 dishwasher. Oh, I just wanted a calm, simple week to just cook and listen to my audiobooks or Spotify podcasts, and we have all this going on. So he's put the tractor up, but I better get in there. I made some kimchi tofu dumplings, mandu, Korean mandu, and it's not for dinner. It's for Thanksgiving. Our shooting range, those chairs are normally pulled out, and our shooting range is down this drive or easement. We own the property that's at the end of the easement, so this is all ours, and you see that it, when you shoot, the hill goes up, so it's safe. The sign was here. We didn't even notice it was here because there was so much trees had grown up, and we need to take that down. I've got apple trees in there, maybe. Still, I don't know. But those pines have got to come down. A lot needs to be done. That's for packages. Thanks for joining me. I hope I made some sense. Give that brag book idea, but you can do that with a notebook. Just have a notebook for your Thanksgiving or holiday notebook that keeps all your recipes and timelines, and you know, what did you gift so-and-so last year and the year before, so that you, because I forget. And who gave you what, you know, as a Christmas gift, birthday gift. Those are good to know, because 5 years later, do you remember? I also put the year and the guests that came that year. And it's just good to remember who all came, and who weren't able to make it. And, you know, definitely certain family members are always on there, but certain things happen. Hey, Toto. Be a blessing and be blessed.